Hi, welcome to the Organization Root Administrator Vendor Contracts video session. Vendor contracts are maintained for the respective vendors. Staffing organization can make multiple contracts for a vendor. Staffing organizations assign vendor resources to vendor contracts from vendor's resource pool as per the contract. Only after assigning a vendor resource to a contract, a staffing organization root administrator can deploy the vendor resource to a client project or deploy through a placement agent or deploy in an internal project of the staffing organization. Click on Vendors submenu under the Vendor Management menu item. In the vendor's user interface, click on the Contracts link for a vendor to get to the user interface for managing the vendor's contracts. As you see, these are the vendor contracts created earlier. Click on the Add button to get to the user interface for creating a new contract. Some relevant data from the contract are captured in Creating Contract, which are used in the computing down the line. WFMA ensures duplicate contract document reference number is not entered. There are standard validation checks among contract execution date, contract start date, and contract end date. Staffing Organization Root Administrator can upload a copy of the contract. Click on Choose File button to select the contract file from the local disk. Enter details of the vendor contract going to be created. Notice that only upon filling in all the mandatory fields, the Submit button gets activated. Click on the Submit button to save the vendor contract record. Click on the Update link to update the details of an existing vendor contract. Notice that the field Contract Start Date cannot be edited. Contract End Date can be edited. If Contract End Date is pre-pawned, WFMA checks that the change date is not earlier than any resource deployment end date, if any. If due to any reason, any of the above data has to be changed, the organization root administrator has to delete the vendor contract record by Delete action and create a fresh record with correct data. Click on the Download link to download the contract file previously uploaded, if any. In case it is required, Organization Root Administrator can remove the uploaded contract by clicking on Remove Contract File. Click on the Update button to save any changes made. Click on the View link to see the details of an existing vendor contract. Delete link is used for removing the vendor contract record physically, but it is a restrictive operation. WFMA checks if the vendor contract to be deleted is referred anywhere in the organization. If found referred, it does not allow removing the record. Due to any reason, Staffing Organization Root Administrator can deactivate a contract. Click on the Deactivate link. A dialog box opens up for taking confirmation on deactivation. Staffing Organization Root Administrator needs to cite a reason for the deactivation. As the note says, if the contract is deactivated, the contract record will show up as marked for expiry on the user interface. If the vendor contract expiry task is set to automatic, the contract will be expired automatically. Else the contract can be expired online by the Staffing Organization Root Administrator. We have separate video sessions on vendor contract resources. Thank you. See you in the next video.